And I keep on forgetting you need to do more clicks. Let's see, this one was done. And just needed some back coating. Plakkaatverf. Wash liquide plakkaatfarbe. Yes, my German is very good. This one can start doing the back as well. This one has a back. Still needs a bit of front, and these are very much still needed in front. So. And since these are the backs, I'm not going to super coat these. Just a couple of layers. So welcome to part 2 of watching paint dry. This one's pretty much done. I already have a case with done coins. Yes. That's actually the wrong paint, but okay. This is the liquid thickener. And this probably is going to need a few more coats because this one is gessoed but not pre-painted gold. Let's see. How far are you? Yeah, fine enough. I think it might be best if I spray paint this one first. Because it doesn't look like this will adhere much. I need a back coin to spread some paint. This is probably the final layer as well, so that much is nice. There's one. That's a back. So I'm just gonna make this as thin as possible, and then I'm going to spray paint it. There we go. Let's go to the spray station. Let's see, lights on. That's all white. This is gold. Test, yes. There we go. Should be dry in about 10 minutes. So let me check first if I have other coins that you can go back that are, to me, acceptable enough to start doing the backs off. And I know it's not going to be perfect. Oh, there's another sneeze coming up. These first layers are always, it's very transparent gold. So if I would airbrush this, it would be amazing over other colors. Or airbrush, dry brush. And by the way, they say it's 10 minutes still. It's dry to touch, but I usually let it dry a little bit longer. Let's use a little bit of filler paint for these crevices. Should be already plugged on the front with lots of paint, but you know. So this one warped. And this is an oldie, by the way. So there's still a couple of coins I need to design for characters that are already printed. Irina, Malin. It's a bit much. Well, it doesn't give much depth and height. This paint, you better not leave it too much. There we go. This tray can go to the drying station. And this tray is still need a couple of more. So this paint thickener makes the paint, well, thicker. But it also makes the transparent paint even more transparent. This is an old one and this is a new one. There we go. I'm gonna turn the lights on, and those are not near my workstation. Sneeze coming up. Right, where was I? Ah, yes, watching paint dry. Are there more coins? No, this still needs a front. Well, this isn't going to come any better, so that's a back, back, front, back. Ooh, I'm spotting another unspray painted back. These are backs, and they are unspray painted. This one isn't fully dry yet, but I'm just gonna put it over here. Which is cool that those are done, or almost done, these. Because that means they're almost ready for glittering. There's a weird star-shaped hole in this one. And I have a gazillion glitter as well, so just mix it with this a bit. Which I still need to use as well, so this is a perfect project for using up glitter. Only you have a lot of glitter, and you technically don't need that much, so, but that's okay. I have a few big jars and a lot of tiny ones. I'm gonna put these other two coins and just let them dry a bit from the spray paint, and then I'm just gonna put them with these. Again, this is the back, so it doesn't need to do that much, but you know, presentation and all. There we go. New tray. And then I don't need this at the moment. I just need this. And this is that thickening paint. Doesn't really work that great. Thickening medium. Very medium, little thick. But it does help with all the little bits. And of course, I can always first do the front, take just pictures of that, and later on finish the back. And welcome to watching paint dry ASMR visual style. That's not a thing, but that is what I'm doing right now. This one is almost ready to paint the back. It's quite smooth already. Which is nice because technically this one doesn't need that much work. I'm probably going to do glitter, but I'm not sure. I think I'm going to do purple glitter because this one is for the shampoo character, the one from the Ranma reboot. Yeah, so that's a freebie. And this is the other for shampoo. If I can't decide on a design, you're just going to get two for the price of one. Still not really sure how I'm going to do this one, but it's also almost ready for back painting. Maybe I'll be sooner done with these. One of the few coins I immediately know who that is, and it's Unakara. Not really sure which color is Unakara, but I can check my old personality test file. If I had gemstones listed or something like that. And then see if it fits, and if it doesn't fit, I'll just do something different because my character, my rules. The Serenade Moon characters all have their own type of coin. The high ones have their own type of coin. And the Forever Young characters have individual coins. But I am thinking that when I'm going to do all the chieftesses and one chief, they're going to get matching coins as well. And just two, and then I can show my other 3D projects and maybe select another color for mask painting. Yeah, I think I still have time for that. Like I said, I was a bit late today. Household just took a little bit longer than expected. Amazing, there's still two people watching. Okay. Still don't need to make new thickening medium. So let's get those final coins. And for next time, these are ready to paint as well. Now let's see. For another mask painting, I'm gonna get myself a new tray, dry tray, because that makes things a lot easier. And I have plenty of drying trays. Let's see, what do a couple of characters have in common? Let's see. Yellow blonde hair. Yellow blonde hair. Just gonna give these all the same kind of yellow hair. Irina. Let's see. Those are the same type of hair. That is no hair. Green, brown, butter brown. She needs much whiter. Okay. These all have the same type of. Oh, dropped my sweater. Let's put you over here then. Is this the right one? Yeah, this'll do. It'll do. this type of paint also you can blob on. But let's see if you can also pop it on. Oops, that was a bit way too much. Luckily, I'm using this character as a palette as well. This paint comes from the Kick. And I actually don't like going to that store, mostly because of how they treat customers. And probably those women that work there are no longer there, but oh, that's the backpack wing. I was once there and they were loudly complaining about their bosses and their workload. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's normal, but don't do it in front of customers. And then another time I went there, I was packing in my goods that I just bought, and I had put my bag on the ground so I could easily pack it in. And then the lady decided to help another customer, which is fair, but she did it above my head. You know that if she would drop something, it would have fallen onto my head. And you don't help customers above another customer. Just made me feel like I wasn't even there. So yeah. But this paint is good. I haven't seen it ever since, by the way. So, but luckily it's a big jar. It's a very nice paint, very nice metallic. Lays on nicely. You need 2 free coats. If you lay it on this thick, by the way, And this is Hana-chan from Doremi, which also will be a freebie. I haven't seen all of Doremi just yet. I did see the complete OVA Naisho series. That made me cry. And that showed that it's a good show that shows you can make good episodes of heavy things. For example, the famous dealing with racism, which I thought didn't really get resolved nicely, just pretending like nothing happened. But you know, it's also a kid show. You can't expect too much. In this case, the character felt bad, and all was well later on. But at least they dealt with racism. There's a lot of series that doesn't even want to touch that. Because it's a kid series. You can't deal with heavy stuff like that in kid series. Have I ever told you about Alfred Judok's Squawk? Kid series. A lot of heavy stuff. Was not allowed to be shown in the USA because some of the subjects were considered too heavy for a children's series. And I know this painting part is a bit boring. It gets more interesting when I get to work with the pastels, get more effects if I work with the line art. But you know, you have to get through A before you can get to B. technically this is a bit too yellow for Irina, but I don't want to mix that much colors. I mean, this is fine for Irina. Let's get some heat. I believe this paint reacts to heat as well. And come on, pop it. Don't hide. I'm gonna melt the plastic. And I have to decide that if I'm allowed to be at AnimeCon, not sure if I get through the lottery, which characters I will offer as a 3D print DIY that you can paint it yourself. I'm thinking about offering Miku Hatsune, because apparently you're allowed to sell her likeness, as long as you keep it small. I just want to start with making one or two. Package it nicely, present it nicely. Maybe also the star signs, because well, and that's why I wear an apron, a craft apron. My brush just jumped out of my head. If you want to sell this, you need generic stuff, generic cute seeker stuff. And sure, most of these characters take only half an hour to print. So technically, I could reprint a few when I get home. Well, not after the first night, because that's just super late. Almost there, almost there. Okay. Mass painted. Also have quite some things that need white, but I can't start with that already. So I guess I'm just gonna do, well, this needs quite a lot of white and this needs quite a lot of white. And let's see, I have other things that need a lot of white. Need to look up the colors for that. This actually needs a dot of white. And the other things that need white are still drying, but this only needs a dot. Let's see, I believe this was my goopy white. Sometimes you have white that gets a bit chunky. So as long as you spread it out, still useful. There we go. This just needed a little bit of white. You can go dry over here. Alien from which is, by the way, also a freebie. Yes, it needs white, but I also wanted to do this pink. So, well, I'm gonna do white first anyway. I think I'm gonna mix this with my gesso because this is very crappy white paint. But like I said, as long as you spread it out, it works fine-ish. It just needs something to get crushed against. That's the choker. These beads go white. And of course, this goes white. That's a bit much, but that's okay because I still need it over here. So I'm probably going to use this for base coats and then use some good white paint over it. So I don't need to use that much good white paint. I think I'm going to use the pink on this already. This needs to be white. Technically, you could use the yellow over here as well, so maybe I'll do that afterwards. Yellow, well, it's a bit more. See, if you have something solid you can squash it against, then the white paint works fine. You just need that first. Technically, I need one of those glass panes with a glass knob so I can Well, make it smooth again. Also, hi. I assuming you were away today, which of course is understandable because you have your own life. Is this a bridge? Yes, this is a bridge that can be removed. Let's see. Don't go onto the body. Not sure why you don't get a notification from Twitch. Maybe because it's through Restream and not through Twitch. But I'm not sure about that. Maybe you would get a notification if you watch it through YouTube that you connect to that. Not sure, by the way, but or maybe not because it is Restream. There we go. White done, or at least first layer because I'm probably gonna need a lot. I'm first gonna do that pink part. Oh, you were there yesterday. Yeah, I can't blame you for turning off notifications. Maybe next time I can remember to send you just a private notification. Might be a bit too dark for what I had in mind. I can always change it, but let's see how it goes. I can always put a lighter pink over it. But then at least I have a base layer. But don't worry, you can always watch it back on Twitch. Don't blame you if you do. But it's the same as ever, watching paint dry. Still have to show my 3Ds. Test prints that are not completely the end result just yet, so it's just part of it. But I'll show those at the end of the stream. We'll see how this dries, but I'm thinking it's going to be too dark. Yeah, my craft space, it does have central heating, but it takes a while for it to warm up. And that's a lot more expensive than the electric space heater I have near me. It doesn't, it's too small for this area, but it's good enough for me. So I just use it to make sure my shoulders don't get too cold. And then these bits, I think that's all for Chi. Let's see, do I have, no, missed a spot. And I know there's pink in her ears, but I have to check where exactly. And I'm not sure if I want metallic for that or just plain pink. So that will come later on. Like I said, I'm mass painting. And then with a little bit of Lady Luna for her skirt and her top part. Okay, that's the top part. My favorite designs, dress-wise, of the Guardians are Lady Luna, this one, and Lady Aqua. Lady Ignis has just one black dress. Do like her hair best. Well, almost best, because Lady Aqua, I love her hair best. Lady Kim also has a quite plain dress. Lady Gaia, well, that's just Lady Gaia. I don't like really green. I know a lot of people love green, so yay for them. I just don't like it. And why are you 3D prints in green at the moment? Well, that was the free roll I was donated, so. So yeah, during my vacation, I hope to do one stream day, and that's probably gonna be 3D print designing. And I want to do a craft stream day, which is probably gonna be mass painting or glitters, with all cut up in the hour or so. we go. Quite a lot of characters mask painted. Sure, I could look into white metallic paint for the Lady Luna top, but I think it might be too much glitter then. Is there such a thing as too much glitter? Unfortunately, yes, there is such a thing. Okay, brush clean. You can dry over here. And then I'm going to show something completely different. Things that don't really work out just yet. Because this was my first test print. And I made that sideways, so it was laying flat on the bed. But this technically worked out the best because it was flat. Because then I accidentally printed a lie way too small. And as you can see, her arm broke off. Most of her hair broke off. So I was like, maybe it's the size. Maybe I need to print it something bigger. Yeah. Well, technically, first we had, let me, some parts are too small, so I'm just gonna put them in here. First I did this side for Alai and didn't come further than her feet, because then one tipped over and I had to interrupt the print. So I did the other one, mid-size, and again, hair broke off, hands broke off, and her feet broke off. These are all printed upright. Printing quality is fine, but the hair is just too thin. It keeps on breaking. So I was like, maybe I need to go bigger. See, like a bit bigger than a penny. So this is Naraku. And again, hair, hands, fingers broke off, hand broke off, and some hair over here. And well, this one can't stand on their own. Penny can stand on its own. And I was like, maybe I just need to do it smaller, very small. Maybe that's the issue. Well, this Naraku doesn't even have a head. That's just a blob up here. And hair way too thin, supports. Are there even hands? So yeah, this is a project. It will come in the future. When, I don't know. It is a lot of trial and error, and mostly error. So I need a while to get it straight. And for now, I'm just gonna put it away again. Because I need some success feeling. Because this was done in a couple of days. Wasted a lot of filament for that. And technically only this one is done. And here I can work with, but doesn't stand on its own because of heaviness on the back. Kind of like that then. So yeah, not nearby future. I'm working with Blender. I'm working with the designs in Vroid. I have Mesh Mixer to get even more differences. But yeah, future project, not anytime near, but I have no experience with 3D modeling. I have no idea how to make this right. And technically, there's no one who can explain me, because I think I'm the first one to do this, because you can send Vroid to a printer, but that's Japan only. So you need to be in Japan and stuff like that. So I can't do this locally. I think I'm the first one in Europe to do this. But yeah, technically the penny file is probably the Naraku file is fine as well if you put it like this. But then you get a lot of, yeah, I don't know if you can see this. This is pretty much smooth. And this is, you can see it, tree-like. I think I'm going to paint this. So I at least have a penny character, and I'm probably going to do this as well. Because I hate wasting things. So, future project. on a hold for now because I need a little bit of success. Also, these pointy tips of a lie, they're quite sharp. Ask me how I know. Same with these one. Very sharp. But I think I need to make the hair thicker so it's less detailed. And I need to create as little overhang as possible. So that's my guess. Oh, here are my tiny brushes. Cool. Already wondered where they were. But yeah, if the file eventually is done, ready for printing, then I will offer it for sale. But it's probably going to be a bit expensive. So yeah, that's what I have to show. Is there anything else I need to show? No. And everything else is just painting and drying, and it's currently drying. I have a lot of things to dry at the moment. I can unpack my new acrylic paint. Again, acrylic paint? Yes, of course. Who do you think I am? All the acrylics. Oh, these don't belong here. They should go to the other place. That's paper. That's all acrylic watery paint. This is print scanning work. Let's put you over here. I got some more acrylic spray paint because I want to use that for airbrushing in due time. This needs to be scanned, and I think then this bag is empty. Yep, the bag is empty. Cool. There we go. So, because I figured if they're just suitable for spraying, then they're probably also suitable for airbrushing. And I still need to, well, at least do something with it, but currently I don't have anything that needs to be spray painted. And maybe I can use it for details because it's probably very flowy ink or paint. 2 times solid, 1 time metallic, 1 neon. I wonder which one is the neon one. And I do wonder which one is the neon with this one because it's just green. But that's okay. There we go. Into the trash, and you will go into recycling, paper recycling. Let's put you in here for now. Might be better for the paint, but I think I need to put the paint in there. Just need to put it somewhere. Those are blender markers, so you can go over here for now. Let's see. New paints. What kind of colors are in there? Sure, they show it on the box, but you know, it's always different when you get them. It's in several trays. Cool. Tan. Well, I consider it brown anyway, but it's a nice brown for the Era sisters. Apple green. White. We like white paint. This is actually quite nice, light yellow. Not sure, but who to use for, and even more black. There we go. That's a lot of different. Ruby red, aubergine. What's the difference between the? Oh yeah, there's a slight difference. Turquoise and intense mint. Ooh, that's a nice deep red. That's warm purple. I like warm purple. Dark green, dark blue, periwinkle. Yeah, that's pretty much Yume's color of hair. And plastic in here. Rubin red, warm coral, orange, yellow, light yellow, turquoise, dark denim. I actually need that for the Alex figurine or thingy. Dark vintage pink, blue, yeah, pea green, warm pink, coral. We call that neon, but okay. Light brown, ooh, also very nice color. Naranja. Never heard of Naranja. Dark sea foam, dark. I do wonder how opaque they are. And then we have the pastels, which are called light orange, peach, vintage pink, light lavender, light periwinkle. They're not very creative with their names. Warm mint, tan. Huh. This is pretty much a darker version of Allianz color. Oh, well. Light tea rose, light pink, lavender, light denim, seafoam. We have a color and we make it light. Light orange, light coral, light warm lavender, lavender blue. No, this is just lavender. Light pink and light mink and mint and light blue. So those are the colors in there. Well, I had a dark denim. Was that this one? Dark denim. Let's check for the opacity because I have one character who wears denim. And then I'm gonna close down, but you know, let's check first for this. And now let's see how opaque it is. Shouldn't put it on my... Oh, that's actually quite nice. Of course, you need more than one layer. That's... I'm not crazy, but... But it is not as light as I had expected. You don't have a feel, you're just wiping away the previous stroke. Not sure how it's going to dry up, if you can slab it on or that you just need to do layers. I think you can't slap this one on. But it's actually okay. I'm more impressed than I expected. Did I also have a light gray in this? Because then I can also do a shirt. Light denim. I need a light gray. Of course, that's probably the bottom. Light warm gray. I actually need... Do we also have a cool gray? Silver gray. Otherwise, we're just going to go for the warm gray, but I like cool grays more. Warm gray. Dark warm gray. I have a feeling I know which color they prefer. Okay, they probably don't have that. Well, warm gray, it's gonna be. Silver gray. I'm gonna go for the silver gray. That's a bit more bluish. I'm probably gonna paint the shampoo on it. Maybe I'm even going to do it on the back. Okay, this is probably going to be the test how you can slab it on, how it will dry. And I need to check with real life Alex which kind of shoes he wants. It's quite thin paint, but I don't dislike it. How does it respond to heat? Quite well. Cool, cool. Okay. Lock it. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you for joining me. 2 streams for YouTube again. And next week I should have my student over again. So that means no Sunday stream, but then I have my 2 weeks vacation and then I'll do a stream somewhere in between. So thank you for being here